Muchachos y muchachas. So, as you guys may have noticed, I took about a week hiatus. And that was not for nothing. I actually took a trip to the border and I spent the past week surveying the activity there. And let me tell you, guys, I don't think we even know. I don't think we can even fathom what we're probably going to see once Title 42 lifts. The border situation has already been a mess, right? Especially when it comes to the situation of the children, the unaccompanied minors. That is a whole other story, right? But with this trip, it was important for me to grasp the understanding of what our situation here in Texas looks like. And it's not good, right? Again, I don't even know what we're going to witness in the coming weeks once this does lift or right before timing of the official lift. And with this, I think it's important, especially for me who is an independent media person and somebody who is passionate about combating human exploitation, especially that in children who have no voice. What the situation looks like and how it appends to our situation domestically, something that we've already been fighting with, right? So with this, I went to the border and I'll probably, a lot of my footage speaks for itself, but I'll probably chime in a few pieces just to explain a few parts. But with this, here is my trip to the border. I'm on my way to the border and I'm driving and it's just such a beautiful day. My gosh, it's like springtime. The last time I went, it was like bitter cold. And now it's like a beautiful scenic drive. Like everything's blooming. And yeah, this is just reminding me of a new season, which is exciting. But yeah, I'm going to go to the border right now. I'm curious to see how the message of Title 42 lifting, how that's going to affect the influx that we will probably see. I believe one of the first missions we will have is tonight, which is additionally a little bit, wow, okay, we're jumping right in. But we're going to see probably a lot of activity happening. But yeah, for now I am en route to the border. Probably stop to pee at some point. But anyway, I better keep my hands on the wheel. All right, had to make a stop to pick up this baby at a tactical shop. So I got to get this in my vest, my carrier, I mean, and then I'll be off. I'd like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Fighter Flare. As I am an active operator here at the border, I need a tool that is not only handy, but tactical. I use this bad boy on my border operations to check through brush, to do active sweeps, check for border crossers, and to even see Mexico on the other side. With spicy times ahead, you need to prepare yourself and not remain vulnerable to the unexpected things that can pop off at any moment. This is why I highly recommend the Fighter Flare flashlight for self-defense. The Fighter Flare flashlight is a tactical multi-tool self-defense flashlight. It is designed to blind attackers from a distance with a powerful 800 lumens. There's a reason why Fighter Flare flashlight is highly recommended by the military and law enforcement. It's versatile and it's a tool that breaks through windows in emergencies, alerts for help with a built-in siren, and charges devices with a built-in power bank. My Fighter Flare flashlight is always part of my everyday carry. Go to fighterflareflashlight.com or by visiting the link below to make one yours today.
Okay, let's go back over here. What gets me is when you send some there, they'll have fucking more over here. Little fucking cat and mouse game, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They may send 6 this way and then have the bad guys running dope this way. Now, you know, hanging out with me, you can get in shape, right?
I'm sorry?
Hanging out with me, you're gonna get in shape. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm already in shape.
I'm fly. I'll beat people up. I have to switch. Okay, so we're going to go to the next one. Whoa. Are you coming or are you staying?
Oh. No, I'll come.
We go right here. See a little cubby hole for that hide. That way it's wet and muddy. I'm gonna go around this. Okay. How soon are you gonna be here anyway? Water. And the water is up.
I heard it.
Yep. Go out and around it. That's gonna be water. There you are. Hola.
Hola, hola.
Siéntate, por favor.
Gracias.
¿Quieres sentar aquí, por favor?
Good evening.
Malo? Any malo?
¿Eh?
Any pistolas?
No.
Nothing guns. Nada. Siéntate, por favor.
¿Quieres sentar, por favor?
Sí. Relax.
¿Cuántos?
11.
8, creo que 9.
Por favor, la mochila tuya para sacarla.
No voy a hablar.
No tiene toile, no podemos.
No. I'm right.
Okay.
Está bien.
Gente buena.
Amigos, ¿quieres sentar aquí, por favor? Gracias. Okay. So, this is one of the parts that I feel that I need to chime in on before you watch the rest of the footage, because I feel that I need to clarify my role, our role there at the border, okay? So just for your understanding, when you see us leading migrants, crossers to certain places, what we are there to do, our role is to assist with National Guard and with Border Patrol. With that being said, we cannot act like Border Patrol or National Guard or the military or law enforcement. So as you could imagine, our process is a bit creative, okay? We cannot instruct them to do certain things. We can ask them questions. Do you want to sit down? Do you want to open your bag? Something like this. So we cannot impersonate law enforcement in that way, right? Otherwise, we would get in trouble. So with this, I also want to add, once crossers hit Texas soil or whatever soil they hit, whether it's Arizona or California, nobody has the jurisdiction. It has to go through the process to tell them to turn back. If we do that, we get in a lot of trouble. We have no jurisdiction to do that, okay? It's just the way it is. It is just the way it is. So that's what I mean. Our part is a bit more creative. We have to be there to assist Border Patrol and National Guard. That is our role. That's why we build our relationships with them. Now, the reason why we have presence on the border is to scout for nefarious activity. Our goal is to separate the nefarious activity when it comes to children, when we have the first point of contact with the crossings or the crossers, right? So as soon as you're seeing in this video, the moment that they hit Texas soil, we, again, don't have jurisdiction. We don't have the right to tell them, hey, go back. We cannot intimidate them. It's absolutely off limits. That is illegal for us, because then we would be impersonating those personnel. Now, What we can do is we can do some due diligence, us being on the front lines and us witnessing them first come onto Texas soil to question whether or not a child is the adults, you know. And in my experience, as you guys may or may not know, I have witnessed a lot of single adult males come over with children. And so we can ask them questions, and then we can use that intel for Border Patrol and for National Guard, okay? If that makes any sense to you. So again, we do not have a lot of power on the border, but we do have the power to scout and to observe. And so that's what we really want to do. We want to do the diligent checks to gather that intel as fast as we can between the process of them crossing onto Texas soil and entering into the process. We want to be sure to gather that intel before we talk to Border Patrol and National Guard. So just so you have that understanding, we are not, oh, hey, come over. We're not doing any of that, right? They have already touched Texas soil. There's so much that we can do, okay?
¿Cuántos más? Okay. ¿Tres más? No, they said there no more.
¿Cómo te llamo?
Yo, 𝘕𝘠𝘬𝘢𝘴𝘩. 9. You want to run, Walker? 12.
Yeah.
56, please.
Yes, sir.
¿De dónde son?
Cuba.
¿De Cuba todos?
Sí.
Okay.
No.
¿No?
Don't worry.
¿Nicaragua?
Sí, Nicaragua.
Okay, en Nicaragua.
Todo el resto Cuba.
Okay, todo Cuba. Okay.
See, it's tell them there's a lot of people coming from Cuba.
Hay muchos de Cuba, ¿verdad?
Sí, solo uno nicaragüense.
Ah, okay.
Solo ella, Central.
Oh, okay.
Family.
Familia,
¿Conociste en México? ¿Cómo conoces con ella? ¿Cómo conoces ella? En camino de México. Ah, okay.
Sí.
Okay, muy bien. Do you want them to put their stuff
We're
aside?
going to need you in G real quick. Where did
Gabe?
go?
Gabe?
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm here at the border where we are assisting with the crossers here. Title 42 is lifting, and so it is going to get a lot more busy. Of course, I'm sure there are marketing campaigns out in Latin America and the rest of the world, and we have just come across the first batch of crossers, so it looks to be like it's going to be a very busy night. These people are from Cuba, one from Nicaragua. We're going to see what we come across, but we saw a lot of activity over on the Mexico side, so stick around. Let's see what happens. So we just learned that they have been traveling for 45 days. One woman from Nicaragua.
Pasaporte y dinero. Es lo único con lo que pueden quedar. Las cachuchas, gorras, todo necesita ir en la mochila o bolsa. Sí, no me hagan la misma pregunta 20,000 veces. ¿Ok? ¿Qué les dije? Nomás se pueden quedar con dinero, credencial.
Esto es solo lo que tengo ya.
Ok, no, está bien. No. ¿Qué acabo de decir?
Roger that. That's me. You didn't go down there.
Nah. So this was picked up at the border. This looks to be like, this is a, it looks Ukrainian to me, but you know, I don't speak either Ukrainian or Russian. So any of you that do. So this is evident that there are, you know, Ukrainians, refugees coming over the Texas southern border. But with that, guys, we're going to see a lot more in the next coming days, so stay put. Hey guys, what's going on? So today is day 2. Last night we, as soon as we got to our location at the breach point of the border, it was immediately busy. We were hearing a lot of bipedaling in the river, and immediately we came across the group of Cubans. After that, it was really eerie. There was very minimal activity, which is really strange for the breach point that we were at, because normally there's a lot of activity. The city even seemed like really dead. So it almost seems like, you know, there was like just this environmental awareness that, you know, maybe they moved activity somewhere else. So tonight, we're gonna go through maybe a more busier breach point. We actually got to speak to the deputy constable. He rolled up on us while we were just kind of sitting and waiting at a breach point area, and he was telling us how Title 42 is, you know, it was having, he explained it in a way where we didn't expect that, you know, there was Title 42 lift, and there are going to be a lot of people and an influx of people coming over through the breach points of the border, but that BP is actually sending a lot of them back from specific countries, minus the ones that are notorious for needing asylum, like Venezuela, Cuba, you know, things like this. So, you know, for other countries that don't have like a good reason for them to be here, he said that they're sending them back. So I don't know really, you know, with everything is just that there's so many different chatters everywhere, but the deputy constable here at the breach point was basically briefing us on what that activity looked like. So we also we came across several NG, some were even open with us about their political views, which was kind of strange. Not strange, but it's different because, you know, usually NG are really very neutral. They don't really give too much about their viewpoints or speak their mind. And, you know, so yesterday was a bit unexpected to get their viewpoints and talk to them, just like a, you know, a normal conversation. So that was really nice to get their thoughts on what they thought of the border. We didn't even ask them. They just kind of came out with their views. So we're gonna have a day off today. We're gonna see what comes about. So I'll be out in the field all day, and we're gonna see. Our main point is to identify and rescue children away from parents that are not theirs. So hopefully I can help with that in the broken Spanish that I do speak, that we can identify maybe and separate some children away from, you know, parents that are not really their parents, or adults that are not really their parents. So let's see what the day brings us. Hey guys, so we're out here in the daytime. As you can see, this place is just littered with trash. I mean, this is what happens when they cross over. This is here on American soil, just littered with trash, with clothing. It really makes me wonder where all the environmentalists are. You know, they shout about us consuming and cow farts, you know, but as you can see, there is so much litter that is not touched. There's nobody here that's cleaning this up. There are no volunteers. Just a little confused. Condoms right there.
Over here is a drop-off point. You see the back side there. That drop-off point over on the Mexico side.
Abbott's Fence, ladies and gentlemen. Abbott's Fence. Four crossers. Just above the bank.
The guy with the red shirt and the black with the reeds. Going to this other group over here.
There's another group way over there that are
Getting
about
ready,
to
it
go.
looks like. They're getting dropped off.
We've got about 3 or 4 crossers right over there. And then there's another family unit a little further down. Right over there. They're about to, or it looks like they're contemplating crossing.
I'm not this time.
I mean, all I have is my ID. If I can go, it's just my ID.
Yeah, that's what I went with last time. All I had was the driver's license.
Is he going?
They're still piling up over there. A few of them.
We've got about 11 or 12, up to 20 people that are crossing right now.
Are they coming right? Are they coming to this? Are they coming right here, or are they going over this way?
They usually come up through here.
It sounds like they're going this way.
They go out to on the highway.
Ah, ¿cómo suele, amigo?
Cuba.
I'm doing okay. We are. I'm from Cuba.
Okay.
Okay. Necesito ayuda. Uy. Máquenle esto, little. Maybe de este lado. De este lado es más fácil.
Right here. Aquí.
Do you want me to change my clothes here?
All right, yeah, we'll just get everyone this way.
Hey, don't change
Sí.
it. Come on. Don't change your clothes. Just come on. Tráeme el niño.
Crucen primero, por favor.
Tráeme el niño, no lo cambien.
They're all over.
Okay.
Damn it.
They're gonna have to go this way, right where y'all.
Okay. Okay.
Right this way. Come on. Come on, you okay? Okay.
Okay, mamá.
Okay. Lift her up there.
¿De Cuba? Yes. ¿De Cuba? Okay.
Come here, mama.
De Cuba. Cuba, okay. Hola, ¿de Cuba?
Hola, mi amor. Oh, wow.
Vota en Repúblico, por favor.
Come on. Let's Steve. Be careful. Be careful. Gracias.
Thank you.
¿Todos de Cuba?
Yes.
Sí. Okay.
That was a deep hole I went into.
No deja nada aquí.
All right. RTV? RTV is returning.
That's the noise I heard.
The click.
Here's one. And they'll stick stuff up in there and in there. Come by and pick it up, you know, like the cow will come down the road and they'll run it down here and drop it off. And find those packages. I don't see anything new though. No disturbance. Yeah, there's a little tunnel that goes all the way through there to make it almost lay in that thing. Crazy, huh?
Yeah. Make sure nothing inside.
Yeah, I don't see any new disturbance on the rock.
Hey guys, what's going on? So I am here at the border once again, and as you can see in the background, they've got the spotlights. They've got them sporadically around the border, which means that there might be some heavy activity that they are expecting. So we're gonna take a look. I know that my group already came across 2 groups walking over. And so with that, we might be seeing a lot more activity as we do approach Title 42 lift. All right, so as you guys can see, I am flashing right into Mexico. It seems to be usually when there is activity, you can see like feet moving at least. But tonight, at least for now, it's a little bit quiet. All right, so we were just crawling through the border and some of these dirt roads, and then we stumbled upon this really quick. These are 9 single adult males, I believe either 8 or 9 single adult males and 1 woman. They crossed over from Nicaragua, and they told me that it took about 2 months in total to get here to the United States. So right now we came across 1 NG, and we're waiting for BP to come through and get them processed and carried off. So we're just kind of standing by the area, securing until they get here and they take over from here. Okay, so just FYI, there are NGs around the border, but there are very specific cases like this that are unique where there is an NG that is patrolling possibly by himself. And in this, the chances of this happening, that there was a group, we wouldn't want that NG to have to, you know, stand by with this group until Border Patrol got there. So this is why we offered to support the NG. You know, this is also an additional importance to us being there, our presence at the border, just to support the servicemen in uniform with anything that they might need help with. So 9? ¿Son 9? There's 9.
Any pistolas? Nothing, nada.
All right, so we're on our way to, you saw about 9 back there, 9 single adult males. We're gonna go see if we can pursue some women and children that might be coming behind them.
John, not too far.
Southeast.
Looks like they're going along with the current. Awesome.
Also worth mentioning, the current is very strong right about now. And so that poses a very dangerous threat to crossers. Actually, it was a couple weeks ago, very recently, it was maybe even a week and a half ago, where Border Patrol reported that a 4-year-old boy was found, his body was found in the river, and he was lost in the current when he was crossing with his mother. And so that just exhibits how strong this current is. So we did spot somebody that was trying to cross, and as they tried to cross, the current carried them off. Now in this next scene, what you're going to see is us at a different location, and actually one of the National Guard asked us if we would help them scout for 6 people that fell in the current and that were carried off. So we were trying to look for those people. We came across one other individual. It was just one individual, but this is what the search was intended for.
All right, we're still on track to try to find these floaters. It's really dangerous because this current here is very, very strong, very strong. There was actually, it's so strong that about a week ago they were reporting that there was a little boy that they found drowned. The current is that strong where it can just carry.
Island out there, but I don't know if I want to go to that island. But I might. But I might.
Stealing some NG cold waters there, guy.
Those are cold ones.
Oh, thank you. And NG just said that he delivered an IA's baby the other week, or the other day.
I do. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
We got hot ones. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get deported back. So this is the IA, one IA that the NGs came across.
What was suspicious about that crosser was that he was whistling as National Guard found him.
It's weird about me.
Yeah, so rules of engagement for us are pretty. They're kind of shitty.
It's the same ROE we have. Sheriff Coe told us very specifically, if you get shot at from across the river, you cannot return fire until confirmation. Yeah. But if they shoot at you on this side, you can return fire.
Yeah, by all means, yeah. His game on, yeah, at that point his game on.
Okay, that's probably BP right now.
But yeah, no.
It just doesn't make sense that a Mexican would whistle and get your attention just to get deported back. Yeah, it has to be a distraction to someone else. Something else was coming over.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually what it is. You'll be surprised. I mean, sometimes they actually just want to get caught. Like,
yeah, they
go through all
beg
that
to
shit.
get caught, especially with, you know, the office that we have now where, you know, it's arms wide open for them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
You're right, it might be a distraction, you don't know.
And that deportation could take what, months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, they BP.
yeah,
By the way, just so you guys know, they can't deport more than 30 a day for the southern border. Back to Mexico.
Excuse me? Why?
Because that's what Mexico said that is what they'll take.
Okay, well,
So that doesn't even out the number.
Yeah, and then
I'm
that goes away
done.
next month. So,
Yeah.
so that goes to next month too. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Next month will definitely be busy for sure.
Makes the day go by faster though. So
Oh yeah, I made him take his shoes.
See your tattoos?
Nah. Yes, I made him take off his belt, his shoelaces.
Did you check the one behind his ear?
Cross.
Check his back.
All right, so BP just arrived. They are detaining or processing this IA, and we're gonna get the heck out of here. All right, so we were leaving our location, and homegirl bottomed out because I was ambitious. So now we're waiting on the NG to come and rescue the damsel in distress. I tried, I really did, but it is completely engulfed. So let's, we're just gonna wait for NG to come to rescue. Yay, help.
it's a. I would. I just let them do their thing.
What guys they do from the back or the front?
he's gonna go around.
It was a lot of fun until we got right here.
Yeah, we always take the middle one right here. Right there, go around.
I know there's a hook in the front.
Wee. Yay, go NG, woo woo! Coming to my rescue.
Hey, Texas don't feel bad. He said this is the 7th one they've had to pull out of here.
Oh, yay! Oh no, please don't. Okay. Thanks, Rod.
Don't take me yet.
Don't say that.
That
Yeah.
you can get one of those and put it in that little box. in the
Okay.
back.
Ask him if he wants it neutral, if he wants me to ride with him. Drive with him.
You want me to have it in neutral or you want me to drive?
Put it in drive.
Drive.
Yeah, you drive with them.
Y'all are our heroes.
Thank you.
Well, not that you weren't our heroes before, but.
It's like a race.
On your mark,
No, I'm gonna let her know when slack's out. See if I can yank it.
Yeah.
I know.
You can start.
Back up a lot. You want that car
I
straight.
got this.
Back up a lot, Captain. Like they might swing your way.
Yay! Woohoo!
That's what I'm talking about.
go ahead and step.
Yeah.
Should be able to get this.
We found that out.
Yeah.
It's real fun though, right there.
Yeah.
That little did make it pretty good ways, you know, but I didn't know it was going to bottom out like that.
So close.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you.
These NGs are our heroes. They just pulled
What about me?
Majid. I knew Rodney too. Thank you. They just pulled me out. Okay, hopefully I can do this without getting myself in a pickle again. All right, let's. Oh, sure. Gotta put this.
Bro, we go a little wide.
All right, so that was the end of that night's operation. So we went ahead and wrapped up and got ready for the next day. All right, so we are going through. Yep, no worries. We are going through the tunnels right now, kind of scouting for IAs. All right. Huh? Yep. Yeah. I'll take the rear.
Can I hit the button again?
Careful right here.
Alright, so that tunnel's clear. Alpha says, Bravo says, tunnel's clear.
Hey guys, so I am here at the border once again. We've got a big group here, some children that are coming over. Two girls that have said that they came over from Honduras and they came by themselves. There was a woman who said that she found them in Piedras Negras and that she didn't want them coming over by themselves, so she went ahead and crossed with them. Coming over from Honduras all by themselves, that's a bit questionable. I don't know if that makes any sense, but here is for one of our first groups tonight. So. Okay.
I want you to very discreetly ask them if anybody in this group try to hurt them too.
Okay. Nadie. No?
It's okay if you can tell us. It's okay.
Sí.
No, de hecho, solo los conocemos
Si
hace...
necesitas ayuda, me digas, ¿ok? ¿No necesitas ayuda? ¿No?
What about is this your...
Su hermana,
Sí, mi
hermanita.
hermana, my sister.
See? Nobody hurt her?
Huh?
Nobody hurt her?
No.
Pero ¿cómo que no tienes mami y papi? Que no sabes.
No, venimos sola, ellos.
Yo sé, pero no. So what I'm asking the little girl is, I'm questioning her about her parents. And the reason why I was being just a little bit assertive is because she told me she did not know anything about her parents. And then I caught her saying that her parents were back in Honduras. So my line of questioning was asking her why she told me she didn't know anything about her parents. These are the things that we must gather intel on. And unfortunately, I wish that we were there right at their
as you've seen in the video already, the point where they actually cross into U.S. soil, unfortunately, right when we got there, they were already in BP, Border Patrol's custody. And so there's absolutely no intervention there because they are already entered into the process. But this is the type of intel that we would gather beforehand, before handing them over to NGs or BP, because it's stuff like this where the scenario doesn't really make sense. She was a little girl. She had a 4-year-old little sister with her, and apparently they crossed into the United States from Honduras all by themselves. And there's just something about that. But I'll continue on with the video. If you want my full in-depth thoughts, you guys can go to nataliedenise.com, where I have some exclusive videos, and that's where I'm going to give you guys my full thoughts.
¿Quién es mami y papi? ¿A dónde fue?
En Honduras.
¿En Honduras? ¿Y no viniste?
De Honduras.
¿Con quién viniste?
Solo nosotros dos.
Solas.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
Not at all. Okay. ¿Por qué me dice que no sabes de su mami y papi?
Porque ellos están allá, nosotros vinimos solas, no sabemos.
Oh, okay. ¿Ellos pagaron para cruzar, no?
Mi abuelo.
Tu
Él
abuelo.
está aquí. Él nos va a recibir allá.
Ah, tu abuelo está aquí. Okay.
Grandpa was here.
Ajá, that's what she says. ¿En cuál ciudad en Texas?
Los Ángeles,
En Los Ángeles.
California.
California. Okay. Okay. She has a grandpa in Los Angeles, California.
That's what she's trying to get to.
Yeah. Okay.
I think this kid's being trafficked. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And abuelo just in California.
¿Y daron papeles como para sus sponsors? ¿Papeles, sí? So she has a sponsorship paper.
We were just talking about this earlier today.
Yeah.
What's that?
So I am here at the border. I just talked to 2 undocumented little girls, and the process is just really a mess. I asked them where their mother and father was, and the older little girl said that she doesn't know anything about them. And I kept pressing her to, in different angles, where is your mom, where's your dad, who did you come with? She said she came by herself with her little sister from Honduras, and that did not make sense to me. Then I, knowing that they do give sponsorship papers to undocumented children over the border, I asked her, do you have papers from your sponsor? And she said yes. So apparently they're going to Los Angeles. That's very incongruent with where they're coming from and where they're going to. These are hard situations. We're here, we have some ability to separate from adults who claim to be their parents, and we can scout for that. But when they are just single, alone children, they are immediately handed over to the process. And they were already apprehended with everybody else before we even got here, so there was no intervention. Okay, so that was my last night on an operation, and let me tell you that last scenario was a very helpless feeling.
Like I mentioned, we reached these little girls after the fact that they were in custody by Border Patrol. And that's not to say that Border Patrol doesn't do their job. They're just very overwhelmed, where their line of questioning cannot be as expansive as it was in that scene where I was kind of circling into getting down to the truth with this little girl. And this is where we really want to focus in on, you know, and next time my prayer, and I know that this is only in God's control, my prayer is that children in these scenarios will talk to us before they even enter into the process, so we can have that extensive line of questioning just to get boiled down to the truth, right? Because again, this was just it bothered us. It bothered us that we found this group after the fact that they were in custody, and we weren't able to intervene with that conversation as soon as they hit Texas soil, as you saw other groups that we came across first. You know, that's our most, you know, optimal situation where we can talk to them first. So with this, guys, pray for us. Pray for our safety. Pray for the children that they cross paths with us at the perfect time, perfect place, so we can talk to them. But also just thank you for your support. And if you want to support us in these operations, you'd like to see them continue and like to see some transparency, as I just showed you, please consider supporting either one of us. You can go to patriotsforamerica.militia.com. You can support the militia directly. You can also support me. That is @NatalieDenise.com/donate. And I will be using this money for gas, for food for the militia. Just this past experience, I was like, okay, we need a lot more snacks in the house. We need a lot more little meals, so that way if they, you know, we get hungry throughout the day, especially before operations, we'll just have that on hand. So NatalieDenise.com/donate. That'll also help me with supplies, camo, you know, things like this that are used for the operations. And I only recently realized how important all of this was. So because I was, you know, on a second operation. So with that, please consider supporting us in those respects. And with that, thank you so much for watching this. I will catch you guys in the next video. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. You can find more videos on my newly redone website, NatalieDenise.com, where I've got a series going on, naming names, as well as a truth speakeasy, where I can speak easy about current day topics and controversies. Grab your membership today, become a member, or just simply a patron. I so appreciate all of your love and your support.